great.
Everything's
Pow, pow,
amazing.
pow,
I
pachoo.
love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those pre-sound effects.
Oh, yeah. Pre-sound effects. Got to warm up my sound effect voice. Are we recording?
Of course we are.
Guess what? I
What?
saw the, because I'm,
Hey,
Yo.
intro.
hang on just a second. I'll
We
get
have
to
like
the
an
intro.
interlude, and then we have the intro.
This is the
that's
and if you wouldn't have interrupted me, Mr. Voice Guy, you would see how this all ties in.
Well, excuse me.
I got a preview of what the PopCon Podcast Awards submit words are hard submission page is going to look like.
Ooh.
And one of the categories is best sound effects.
Oh, I hope we win.
Guess who's going to enter? Woo!
We have to.
Pow, 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 pow. Wing, wing, wow, witcha-cha. Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Do you want to say that? Since you were sitting right there? Go ahead.
Hey, man, this is all you.
Okay.
Hey.
There's some different sound effects than normal.
Soon to
Yeah.
be, well, if we're going to be award winning, I got to
That's
switch
true.
it up. Soon to be award winning sound effects. Woo! Featuring KJ, the sound effect lady. Bah, bah, da, sh, woo, 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 whack, 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 whack. And producer Johna.
Hey, people, what's up?
Make some sound effects.
Join
in.
I'm so bad at sound effects.
Do it.
Pow.
Yeah, see
I'm
not
really
everybody
bad.
is good at
I'm really
this.
bad at sound effects.
Yeah, it's a real
I
talent.
usually just, when I make sound effects, I just yell. I'm usually like, ah!
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, don't do that anymore. All right, welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. That is Voice Guy Patches. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, do you have any sound effects, Dad?
I could. I could.
Go for it. Oh, nice. Could you give me your Chewbacca?
Wow.
Very nice.
How fancy are you?
We are going to talk about Star Wars
Oh yeah.
for several reasons. One, because Disney Plus is here.
Yay!
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. I'm
is
already behind.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, right? It's been out for 3 days and you're already behind.
Yes.
And we're going to do some trivia coming up in the show.
Yes.
Brought to you by partyplayindy.com.
We have a sponsor.
We do. And they do trivia. They bring the trivia party everywhere that they go.
Oh my God. Are we going to have a trivia party to see if we can get better at it?
We're not good at trivia, so
So we need to go to these parties so we can get better.
Right? I guess the first thing I need to know, Johna, is have you downloaded Disney Plus yet?
I have not. I don't get paid until tomorrow. If you're listening, it would be Friday.
Okay.
So I will be getting it tomorrow. Maybe.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to share so you can see all the fun.
Okay.
We were very excited to. So here's the thing, and I think a lot of people are doing this now. There's so many different apps now, streaming apps. You know, there's Netflix and there's Hulu and there's know HBO's got their thing and Apple launched their thing and there's a CBS.
Who's gonna
blah,
watch?
blah, blah.
Who's gonna watch anything on Apple? I know I wouldn't.
Nobody. No.
Like literally.
Yeah.
I would not.
They're trying though. They got Jason Momoa's doing a show. They got Jennifer Aniston doing a show. I'm like,
That's true.
Steve Carell's in that show too. He's,
What show?
He
the one with
is.
Jennifer Aniston. He's her wife or he's her husband.
Okay, whatever works.
Yeah,
man.
right.
I
Hey,
don't
good
care.
job, Steve. He's branching
Cool.
out. No, he's actually married to Jennifer Aniston in this series.
Oh, I'm still not getting Apple
And
TV.
how? Same.
Yeah, right.
How hot is Steve Carell now? Like, can we talk about that?
Okay.
He got so hot, like out of
Before
nowhere.
we talk about how hot
saying.
Steve Carell is,
I don't,
I think a lot of people are doing this. Like, we can only subscribe to so many apps. Like, this is getting out of control.
that's true.
Right? And so Patches, the voice guy who I'm married to, we had this conversation. We were like, look, we got to cut back on some things. Like, we just, and not even just TV subscriptions, but it's so easy to just, like, you just say, oh, yeah, that's $4.99 a month. And then all of a sudden your card just is getting charged for all these things.
Yeah.
I'm still getting charged for LinkedIn. Do you know how much a LinkedIn premium account is?
I do not, because I only have the free LinkedIn.
$60-some.
Is that like a year? Or
No,
is that like
a
a month?
month.
A month.
And I'm like,
Ew.
wait, what? Now, when I was unemployed, I was like, well, I need to see who's viewing my LinkedIn and be more
Yeah.
active on LinkedIn. But now I'm like, no, I don't want to pay that. So
Unsubscribe.
we went through the process of like, what are we gonna cut? You got to cut some things. I got to cut some things. I'm like, LinkedIn gone. No, thank you. And then Patches, what did you say you were going to sacrifice?
I was
so
gonna-
that we could have Disney Plus.
Yeah, I was going to sacrifice the ESPN Plus subscription.
Wow.
Now listen, I'm still
That sounds like it hurts a little bit.
I'm still losing
yeah, it does.
LinkedIn, but Mr. Patches got all excited and called me and was like, "Hey, guess what? Yes, I unsubscribed to ESPN Plus, and yes, I did get us all signed up for Disney Plus. But guess what? They have a package that is Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus. And so for the same price we were paying for Hulu and ESPN Plus, we're now getting Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus.
I call that
Wow.
a very big win.
Thank you, Disney, for owning the world.
Hashtag
Yes.
winning.
Right.
So now we have all this Disney Plus stuff, and it's like we're not even paying for it. It's just extra happiness in our life.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
So happy for you.
Thank you. So we watched The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Okay. I would say that I did not understand everything that was going on.
No, there's all right, we've always been Star Wars fans our whole life,
Yes.
big Star Wars fans.
Nerds.
But yeah, right. Well, but we never really got into the whole canon of Star Wars either. We haven't even watched Clone Wars or Rebels or any of those.
How dare you?
I know, right? So that being said, there's a lot of the Mandalorian story that I know has already been told, and we're sitting here watching this going, oh, we've got a lot to learn.
However, my first observation was, so the Mandalorian, he's got a mask on, right?
I totally know
Johna
that.
doesn't
Yeah.
know a lot about Star Wars, so but you know what stormtroopers look like,
Yes.
right? Okay,
With the messed up helmets, yes.
yes. So he's got a different kind of helmet on, right?
He looks
So-
like the bounty hunter.
Okay.
Like from
Yeah.
Boba Fett from like the original Star Wars movies.
She has not seen Star Wars.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay,
Oh,
all right.
I didn't
okay.
know you haven't seen Star
I'm just
Wars.
no, I haven't.
What is
She
wrong
saw a
with you?
little bit when her nephews,
My
nieces-
nephews and my niece,
Yeah.
they wanted to watch
Okay.
it.
But
Gotcha,
no,
gotcha.
Boba Fett is like a different language for John.
Okay,
so let me
gotcha.
just simplify
Isn't Star
this.
Wars mostly a different language? for,
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
somewhat, yeah. Hey, at least they have subtitles.
But
I love subtitles.
we got into it, and I'm like, okay, like that guy's never taken his helmet off. The stormtroopers are never taking their helmet off. Like, this is going to be some tough acting to make us care about these people because you can't see anyone's reaction to anything.
Gotta be hot in there, I would assume, and all that hot.
Hey, but we
breath.
had Apollo Creed, so that was a good thing. Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers,
Yeah.
yes. Carl Weathers is in
Yeah,
this.
Carl Weathers.
I was like,
is
why
part
was
of this.
Apollo Creed in Star Wars?
I know. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh yeah, red, white, and blue shorts and everything, man. It was awesome.
I was very confused.
So to not go too deep into it, because I know a lot of people haven't seen it yet, I definitely I like the feel of it. It was pretty like gritty, like there's going to be some real stuff going on here. Some stuff.
Yeah.
I got to figure out what to do because we got a notification. We're all over the place, but listen, we got a notification from. Was it Apple or YouTube? YouTube. One of them, one of the places that we are, that was like, hey, you're going to be classified a new different way, and you need to decide: is this an adult podcast? Is this kid friendly, or is this sometimes kid friendly, sometimes adult? I'm like, well, I guess we're in the sometimes thing, but that doesn't really help people if they're trying to
Okay, I was
decide.
so confused as to what we were talking about until you said podcast, and I was like, oh,
I was too.
okay.
Yeah. I was like, all right, she's gonna get to it. She's gonna get to it.
I thought you were talking about like they wanted to know like what the show was classified as that you were talking
Like what
about.
your watching profile
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so that's
But
it.
then we were
Yeah,
talking
like we
about-
have to decide
And
how
then
we're
you
going to
said
be
podcasts. Okay, I got it.
how we're going to be profiled on this podcast. Anyway, I don't know, Brad. You can edit
mean,
this all out.
We're pretty. I would say we're pretty kid friendly.
I know, but
mean,
then
you know.
but then right there, I was going to use the S word, and then I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can use the S word. Depends on how we're classified.
What shirt?
Shirt.
Oh, shirt.
We could say shirt.
Yeah, we can say
And
shirt.
fork.
Yeah, and fork.
Oh, yeah, you're forking right. We can
Yeah.
say shirt.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Good Place.
I love that show. I'm sad
All right,
it's
can
going
we get
off.
ourselves back together?
No, we
Where
can't.
were
We can't ever get
The
back together.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
So, I
Sounds like
mean-
DeLorean.
Right.
I would say I liked it, but I will tell you that if you're watching that first episode, that if you're like, I don't know if I can get into this, watch the entire first episode, because at the end of the first episode you go, oh,
Okay.
just like that. Sound effects. Oh, just
Sounds like
like
somebody
that.
just scored a goal.
You're right.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. That's
Yeah.
that's what it feels like at the end of the first episode.
Okay. Well, I won't be watching it, but thank you for that recap.
You're
I
welcome.
Appreciate it.
Any other notes? Voice guy patches on the Mandalorian.
On the Mandalorian.
I don't want to spoil anything. I want to be
No,
kind
no.
of. I want to be kind of surfacey about the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
so that
no.
anyone can
I
listen to
I
this.
was me personally. I was worried about how CGI'd everything was going to be. It seems like it wasn't too bad either.
Dude, they spent $10 million making this thing. It's gonna be awesome.
Agreed. But you got to remember, like, so this is going to be what, like a 10 episode, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Like a 10-hour Star
It's like,
Wars
yeah, it's a 10-hour Star Wars movie. All right. Think about,
Wow.
they spent, yeah, right. So,
Hey, no judges, Johna.
but no,
A lot of
I'm
us
just trying
like
to, I'm just trying to put it in
Star Wars,
perspective.
okay?
How many hundreds of millions of dollars do they put in a 2 to 2.5 hour Star Wars movie?
Wait, did they spend? How much did they spend? They spent millions making this TV thing.
Yeah, you said like $10 million or something like
I
that.
want to say it's like $100 million.
Well, it's a
Okay,
TV
well,
show, so
then
they
if
can't
that's
spend
a-
like
if
that
that's a-
much.
I- See,
They spent
and I-
100 trillion billion 100,056 dollars.
$1 million.
75
Would you like to round that up and donate to the Make Wish?
No, shut up.
Always donate to Make a
Oh,
Wish. What do you
always,
mean?
yeah, absolutely, yes. But no, it wasn't. I mean, like, I didn't know how like bumpy the CGI would be or anything else. So,
Dude,
but,
get that.
But or like, or how
and
set.
It's not the. It's
Listen,
not the-
listen.
It's not the go back special edition things. That
Okay,
George
no.
Lucas
What
did.
I'm trying to say, I didn't. I was hoping the show wasn't going to be overly saturated with CGI stuff.
Okay.
Understand.
That's that was like one of my big things, because I think what always made Star Wars so cool, and I think they kind of got back to it with the Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, is they didn't do as much CGI as what episodes 1, 2, and 3 were.
Yeah,
and it
and
gave
I
it
will
more of a
not-
rich feeling.
Generally, I will not come to the defense of those episodes, the 1, 2, and 3. But I do think at the time that we were just starting to really get that technology, and so it was exciting, right? And it was like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
CGI everything because we can CGI everything.
Right? Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
so
absolutely.
I didn't, and I didn't expect that from this. I don't know what I expected, but at first I was watching it and I'm like, everything looks Star Wars. You get like you see some of the the different species that you're used to seeing, and there's a familiar feel to it. But I was like, I don't know the Mandalorian at all.
Yeah, one of my biggest hopes for the show was I wanted it to
Wake up,
hook
Johna.
me
I
right
am
away.
awake. What do you mean?
She's looking for content. No,
Yes,
I
you
wanted
have to
I
prep.
wanted the show to hook me right away. And I, and typically I'll give a shows, a couple episodes or whatever the case is before I'm like, meh. I'm gonna watch it obviously because it's Star Wars, but by the end of the first episode, I was like, okay, cool. I'm moving forward with this, as opposed to me going, I'll give it another episode and see. And that's one of my that's one of my big gauges of a show, much like Lucifer. You see
Love.
right?
Oh,
You see,
that's
after the
focus,
very
guys.
like the first 15 minutes of Lucifer, you're like, yep, I'm on board. Let's do this.
Can't bring up Lucifer and expect me to focus. That all I do is think about Lucifer.
Right. Yes.
I love Lucifer.
What a pretty man.
But yes,
So
no,
pretty.
the finish Mandalorian, yes, I highly recommend it myself. And after we watched Mandalorian, that's the first thing we ever did on the app. Then we started going through the app itself. Oh my
Gosh,
God, you'll get
ready.
lost.
Johna.
I know there's a lot of stuff. Like
my
all of my
God.
friends are posting about how they're watching like Hannah Montana and like a bunch of just. I was like, oh my God, Hannah Montana's on there.
It's
I
so
love that
much
show.
done.
Yeah, well,
It is
Kitsy posted, and I was so jealous because I didn't know, I hadn't gotten home yet. She posted
kind of
that she
new
was.
to Kitsy. We
yeah,
haven't had her on the show in a while. We need
miss
to get
her.
her back.
Yeah,
I
she
know.
posted that she was watching Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, the old Angela Lansbury
I've never seen that.
Disney
I don't
movie,
know what
which is
that
a
is.
classic. It's an absolute classic. I was like, oh
clearly
my
not
God.
classic enough.
No, it's like so classic that it's way before your time.
Oh,
And
oh, super classic.
Yeah,
Okay,
super
got it.
classic. But
Got
yeah,
it.
it's we spent an hour watching The Mandalorian and then 2 hours scrolling through all the stuff that's on Disney Plus, going, "Oh my gosh, I can't even handle what's
I already
happening."
have a movie or a TV show recommendation from Chelsea, who used to work the front desk.
Oh,
I was
Chelsea. Okay, so what's the recommendation that's on Disney Plus?
on
right
Disney
now?
Plus. It's called Noelle,
Okay.
and it's got, who did she say? Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader and someone else. She was like, I think Anna Kendrick is like Santa's daughter or something like that.
Ooh, Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmassy. And she was like, I cried the whole time. I was like, yes, can't wait.
I remember when we were scrolling through all the goodies that I saw Anna Kendrick's face pop up, but we were
It's
just like
probably that.
scrolling, and I was like, "Oh, Anna Kendrick's got something on here," so I bet that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, Chelsea said it was
cool.
really good. Chelsea's my go-to for when it comes to like watching really sappy movies.
Really, because you're
She
my
is.
go-to when it comes to that.
Chelsea's my go-to. Like
all right.
I'll
We
text
all
her. I'll be
have
like,
the go-to.
Now, are you talking like sappy Hallmark movies, or
oh yeah,
like
I've been watching all of those.
Oh, so
honestly.
so you're the whole oh my God
Yes.
kind of
Okay,
movies.
hang
That's
on,
me.
hang on, hang on. Choo, pa, pa, kiki,
Okay.
woo, woo, wiki, wah, 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 wah. Jingle bells, it's time for Johna's Sappy Movie Update, the holiday edition.
Yes, holiday edition. I
Yes.
watched a.
Okay. All right, so you're like full on into holiday mode.
Well, not full on. I don't have my tree up,
Hey, we have our tree. I don't care.
but me and my mom have both been watching Hallmark Channel like crazy. But this movie that I just saw was on Netflix.
Ooh, okay.
And it's called Let It Snow, and it's got Sabrina in it, the girl Kiernan Shipka.
oh,
It's got her in
okay.
it, and it's about all these like teenagers. Oh, and it's got Joan Cusack in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's like the narrator.
Yeah.
And it like snows in this really small town, and it shows how it affects like all of these teenagers' lives and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Kiernan Shipka and this guy, they're like best friends. They end up falling in love in the end, spoiler. And then there's this like superstar, and then this small town girl who meet up, and then they like fall in love, spoiler.
Were they living in a lonely world?
Kind of, yes,
Okay.
a little bit. It was
Sorry.
really, it was so cute because it just, I mean, I love, movies where everybody ends up together with everyone else.
Where everybody ends up together with everyone else?
Well, I mean, when people
kind
end
of
up
movies are
together,
you watching?
like, when you watch a movie and you're like, oh, that's the couple that's going to end up together. Like,
yeah.
as soon as you see them, you're like, yeah, they're going to totally end up together. And I love when that happens because I hate the part in the movie where they're like, no, we're not friends anymore. We're going to break up. And I'm like, no, you can't break up. You have to be together.
Have you watched any of these like Hallmark Channel or any of
Yes.
the like sappy Netflix things that ended in a way you didn't like? I mean, isn't that like the goal is to leave you feeling all warm and fuzzy?
Yeah.
What if
That's
they just
true.
made one where like it's just a massacre at the end? And
I would be so sad.
you would be so
I would
stunned.
honestly cry. Like I cry at these movies like all the time because I'm just like, oh, so happy. I want to find a man and fall in love in a week and get married. That's what I want. But no, I can't have that. So because that's what happens. They're like, I love you, and it's been like a week. I'm like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Me and my mom have been watching a lot of Hallmark movies.
nice.
Not in the room together, in separate rooms,
Why-
but watching the same movie.
Do you like text each other?
No, sometimes I get up on commercial and go talk to her.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah.
commercials.
Yeah.
I forgot that those are. A
Yes,
thing.
commercials are a thing now.
Oh, not on Disney Plus.
I know.
No, but they're going old school with it. Like they're releasing episodes weekly for
Oh, yeah.
Mandalorian.
Disney-
I do like that. That's kind of that's
can't-
kind of old school. I like that. It keeps you coming back.
How rude.
Yes, Disney's like, hey, Remember when you used to meet us on Sunday nights for
Wonderful World of Disney.
the Wonderful
Yeah.
World of Disney?
Yeah.
Guess what? Now you're going to meet us every week on
Oh, so that's why you
Tuesday.
only watched the one episode of
Uh-huh.
Mandalorian. Okay, because
Yes.
I was so
Oh
confused.
God, yeah, we would have watched 5 episodes last night, easy.
You guys were like, we only watched it for an hour. And I was like, what do you mean? Isn't there like all the episodes on there? You only watched it for an hour?
Nope, just episode 1.
Now
Oh,
you get
man.
one a week, man.
Yep.
One a week.
I don't know if I could do that.
Well,
I used to
you know
watch-
what? I saw we were talking about the Mandalorian in the Kind of Nerdy Network on Facebook. Please join us. That's where we talk nerdy all the time. And Farron made a comment that she is actually waiting until Mandalorian is done so that she can
Smart.
binge it.
You know
Oh my
what?
God,
I
that's
would
going to
do
be
that.
like 3 months.
I know, but then
do
she
that.
will get to. Some people just want to binge.
Well,
right?
God knows you got enough else to watch on Disney. So.
How often have we been? I mean, we've been guilty of this, not like that long, but being like,
Oh, well, yeah, we'll bit up 3-4 weeks and then just go for
Oh,
it. Yeah.
okay. And while
do
we're on
that.
the subject of that, can we just discuss in a public forum, please, husband?
Ooh.
Are you going to get caught up on Supernatural? Because I want to watch it every week. I don't.
Watch it every week.
So can I watch it? Do I have
Of course
permission
you
to
can.
watch it without you?
We watched it without
Absolutely.
you like last week.
Right.
Or 2
Yeah, I
weeks
know. I
ago or
heard.
something.
Thanks.
Yeah.
While I was in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I told her, I was like, we got to watch it. Like, oh, and it just wrecked me. I just
Oh, good.
Right.
couldn't
I mean,
handle
someone
it.
died. Awesome.
Well, yeah, and then
Lots of people died.
I
Good.
want to watch more.
Watch more.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'll catch
So
up.
you now have permission to watch Supernatural without
Absolutely.
Perfect. I'm going to talk about it, and you listen to this podcast, so it's going to get ruined for you if you don't catch up.
It's on as white noise in the background usually.
patches. So supportive.
Thanks.
I am. Hey, hey, you got the clicks.
Could
I
you
wanna
throw
hear
it on
You know,
a few
same.
more computers and up our downloads?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got you.
Oh, yeah. I listen when I'm at work.
Do you?
Yeah,
I do.
Oh, you do listen.
I do.
Katie doesn't listen. By the way,
She does.
Katie, absent again.
At Katie.
I talked to her today.
What?
And she's got, and you know, Katie always wants to tell us everything. Like, she does not hold things in. She's got a game going on that she is so addicted to, and it is all that she is doing. And she's so excited about it that she doesn't even want to talk to me about it until she's on the podcast. So I nailed her down to record, coming up in a couple of days. So she will be on the next episode. If you're like, this is the first episode, and you're like, I don't know who Katie is. Why do I care about that? Katie's our gamer. It's hard to get her on the show because she games so much that sometimes she's like, I can't make the podcast because I'm busy. And that means I really want to just be at home playing games.
That's literally what she told me. She was like, I can't. She was like, I have to play the game. I was like, okay.
Right. But now she has carved out an evening to spend with us so that she
evening.
can talk about how great this game is. I don't know what it is.
Wait, when are we doing this?
Monday night.
Monday night.
Can you make it?
Yes?
Okay. I mean, if you can't, just,
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay. All right.
I have lots of things going on like all the time, so I don't
Well, you
like.
changed your job, so you got a
did.
new schedule
I
going
think I can do
on
Monday.
and-
Yeah,
All right,
Monday's
all
fine.
right,
I don't
all
have
right.
anything on
All
Monday.
right. You're not going to want to miss this. Katie's amazing gaming update. Boom, boom, choo, pow, woo, wiki, wiki, whack.
It better be worth it.
I know. Well,
I'm
I'm telling you, she always wants to talk about this stuff, and I'll say, Katie, save it for the podcast. And today, when I saw her, she was like, I can't even tell you about it. It's so amazing. I can't wait to talk to you about it, but we have to do it on the podcast.
I wonder.
So, gaming
what she's-
update
I wonder what
next
she's
episode.
playing.
I don't know, but don't just let
I'm
her.
not even
this.
gonna like see her until tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Tomorrow.
I know, but when you see her tomorrow, don't be like, tell me all about this game that KJ was saying you're going to play.
I won't.
You got to wait, just like I do, for the podcast.
I'll honestly forget. Like
Yeah.
I'll see her tomorrow and I'll be like,
Okay.
there was something.
Okay. All right.
I'm very forgetful these days. Getting
So,
old.
Deadpool 3 is a go.
Yes.
Did you see this?
I'm so happy.
Yes. So, but I'm just curious, like, what's the next Deadpool? Like, are they gonna? I mean, is he gonna?
Is he gonna finally be an X-Men?
Is he gonna be an X-Men? Is he gonna?
Are we gonna get
like,
to see Hugh Jackman? Oh,
Is he gonna have babies? Is he like? Is he gonna, something's gonna happen to him? Then he's gonna be fighting
Didn't his
cancer.
girlfriend
Well,
die?
is Cable gonna come back? Because he stayed in that
true.
timeline.
He did.
Yeah,
Huh? I would love.
Wait.
Hey, I would love to see Josh Brolin
Maybe
come
I
back.
need-
I got a kind of a man crush on him.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love Josh Brolin.
Oh, yeah.
OMG. Love him
like
so
older
much.
Josh Brolin, man. It was Men in Black 3 where I was like, oh, yep, I like him.
Listen, I
Man
have
crush.
loved him since the Goonies.
Well, I mean, but
Okay.
whatever.
He was in the Goonies?
yeah. He was,
Yo,
dude,
and y'all know how many times I've seen the Goonies, but like
he was
they were
the
like
older
little-
brother, dude. He was
Yeah, he's
Bran.
the older
That's
brother.
Josh Brolin. Oh my god! All right, I wish you could have seen Jonah's face when that
God,
it
mind
was
blown.
yeah
Oh my
that
gosh.
was the typical that excellent light bulb moment.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
He was hot back then.
Yeah, I know he was.
Man, he just
That's
aged
what
gracefully.
That's what I'm saying. He has just been hot and hot and hot my
Right.
whole life.
Man,
Our whole lives.
our whole lives.
Yep.
short too.
Is he really? How
Yes.
tall is he?
He didn't seem short in the Goonies, but I guess that's because he was the older brother. and-
Yeah, he was like the oldest one in the
yeah.
probably.
Oh
my gosh.
God, I love it. All right, do you have anything else to talk about?
I watched that new Paul Rudd TV show on Netflix.
All right, how is it?
It's weird.
Is it?
It's really like
You didn't say it's weird, like it's weird in a good way.
it's weird. Like maybe I need to watch it again so I can understand it.
Oh no!
Like it. I mean, it was good. Paul Rudd, quality acting as per usual because
Yes.
he's Paul Rudd and he's amazing. But just the whole storyline is weird. Like there's two of him, but the reason that there's two of him is because he went to this spa and the spa cloned him.
Okay, so I saw, what were we watching? We were watching the Graham Norton show, and he was on there talking about it. And so we saw a clip, and it's like when he and his clone are discover that they've been cloned, and then they're upset about it, but they're like, well, which one's the clone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed a little more intense than what we're used to with Paul.
It is a little intense because you have like super happy-go-lucky Paul Rudd like we normally have, and then you
Yeah.
have like depressed Paul Rudd who's like, I hate life and I hate just everything. And I'm like, no, Paul Rudd, you have to love yourself
Right,
and
we
love
just-
life
just
because we
wanna give
love
you a
you.
hug.
So yeah, he finds out he's been cloned, and then his clone like they have to learn to like live together, and everybody says it's this big metaphor for like depression. And I'm like, okay, I can see where you guys are getting this from, but what I do not see is where, spoiler alert, if you guys have not seen this show, I'm definitely gonna spoil it for you.
Okay.
His clone ends up having sex with his wife, right?
Oh, but the clone doesn't know he's a clone, right?
No,
Like-
he knows.
Oh, he does?
Like he knows.
Yeah, that was part of the clip that we saw on Graham Norton.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
garbage.
like he knows.
yeah,
that
when
he's
they're
a
sitting
clone.
in the office. it's
Bad
like,
clone.
Yeah, and so like clone Paul Rudd sleeps with depressed Paul
right.
Rudd's wife, and then at the end of the show, she comes in and she's like, "I'm pregnant," and they're like, "Well, whose is it?" She's like, "I don't know," and I'm like, "Wow, okay."
Wow.
And it like sucks because like depressed Paul Rudd and his wife have been trying to have a baby for like ever, right? But now she's pregnant and she doesn't know whose kid it is, but they're the exact same person. So
it's
like,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
I was like,
No,
so-
it's
like
technically
DNA
is,
wise,
yeah, like DNA wise, it's the
Right.
exact same person.
Yeah.
So like, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god. So it's weird. Like, happy Paul
Oh, that's
Rudd
jacked up.
starts getting like all resentful towards depressed Paul Rudd because he's fallen in love with the wife, and then like he tries to like kill depressed Paul Rudd, and like depressed Paul Rudd tries to kill happy Paul Rudd.
So-
it's like this whole thing. It's so weird.
Is it a full series? Or is
Yeah, it's like a
and-
full. It's like 8 or 10
And
episodes.
did
or
you
something
watch
like
it all?
Yeah, I watched
Oh
it
my
all.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had to watch it.
Donna, seriously, I'm like, I thought that you had watched the first episode. And I'm like, this is a
No.
lot of stuff happening.
This was the whole show. Like the whole show was just
Oh my
like
gosh.
happy Paul Rudd and depressed Paul Rudd, like
No.
going at each other's throats, like swapping places, and like it was just weird. Like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I noticed, and I told Katie that the beginning credits, because the show's called Living with Yourself,
Okay.
and the credits in the beginning that say living with yourself, they like flicker a little bit every episode. But like towards the end, as like Happy Paul Rudd starts getting like crazy, the letters in living with yourself get like really like crazy. They like flip upside down and like around and like stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's how you know it's getting intense in here is the letters. Like every time I would watch it and I was like, oh, this is going to be a good episode. But it was weird. Like I need to watch it again because maybe I'm just like not seeing something because I thought it was weird. I like not, oh my God, this is so great for this giant metaphor about depression. Like that's what I was expecting. And it was just like, I don't understand why you guys are saying it's a metaphor for depression when Happy Paul Rudd sleeps with depressed Paul Rudd's wife. I don't know what's happening. And she's pregnant, so I don't know what's going on. It was really weird.
Maybe they missed the metaphor. Or that's not
yeah, I mean, like the end kind of where depressed Paul Rudd and Happy Paul Rudd are like beating each other up. Like, I'm like, okay, and like I can see this.
That's
like,
how it ends?
Huh?
That's how it ends?
Well, no, it ends with her. She's like, I'm pregnant.
Oh,
but
that's
like,
how it ends.
Yeah, but like before she comes in, they're fighting each other.
Are they going to do another season then?
Probably. And I'm probably going to have to watch it because like she has sex with both of them. But like, I'm like, well, you'd really have to like do some for real like math to like figure out like whose kid it was.
All right. So, I mean, you're talking about how you have to go back again to see if you, but you're already interested in season 2.
Yeah. But just
so
because
you're laying the groundwork for yourself already.
Because I have to see whose kid it is. That's really what it is.
Okay.
It's, I don't know. It was a weird show, but I love Paul Rudd. But it was just, it was different. It's not what it's not what I was expecting.
Actually weird, or was it just weird because you're not used to seeing Paul Rudd in that kind of role?
It was actually weird.
Okay.
Like the whole being cloned thing.
Yeah.
Like, and the part of you that gets cloned, like the depressed part of you, you're supposed to be dead and they bury you in like the woods. And then happy you like lives your life.
That is messed up.
It's weird.
Extreme makeover, basically.
Literally,
Yeah.
except they killed the depressed part of you. And that Tom Brady makes an appearance in there.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Just like a quick
Now I
cameo.
feel like you're starting to be like Katie and
No.
make stuff up because you know I'm not going to
No, I
watch
swear
it.
it's Tom Brady. I saw him.
Yep, and then there's a unicorn that marries a sheep.
No.
And
That's blue.
Yeah,
No.
This is where Katie goes all
And
the
then,
time.
and then they have poop rainbow babies.
Nope. Just, okay,
get outta here.
Go watch it and form your own opinion about
Okay.
it. That's what I want to say. Because
All
if you
right.
wanted
Have
to
enough
see it, I
time.
would say watch it.
All
We
right,
don't have
well,
enough
let's
time.
get to trivia. Chew, pow, bang, bang, whoop, whoop, wow, woo,
Bang, bang.
whoop, whoop, ha. Time for trivia. Brought to you by Party Play Indy. Go to partyplayindy.com. Find out where you can party and play in Indy. Go ahead, Patrick.
All right. For the first one, we're going to do an easy trivia question. It's going to be supernatural related.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, okay.
All
He
right.
says easy. It's gonna
Do
be
we have
really
to
hard.
ding in?
We have to like.
All right. Yeah, you pick a noise to make.
Oh,
Oh, stuff. Why can't we just buzz in with our name?
right.
That makes it
No,
sound.
make
that
a
makes-
noise. Sound effects, man.
Yeah, sound effects. This is how we're going to win
Yeah,
the
this
next
is-
podcast
yeah.
awards. Sound effects.
Come on, Johna.
Oh, nah. KJ,
know-
you pick your sound effect first.
Wee-oo, wee-oo.
Saw that coming a mile away.
All right, Johna.
I guess we'll just make a doorbell sound. I'll just say ding dong.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Ding dong.
Okay.
I'm going to go with quack, quack. Oh, crap. No, I can't. I'm
I
asking
was
the
going to
question.
say, you can't buzz in on your own trivia question.
He wins already.
All right. So, sorry, trivia. All right. So, here we go.
Yes.
In the new season of Supernatural,
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
the cage has been empty. Who were the cage's occupants?
Wee-oo, wee-oo.
What?
Well, I mean,
KJ.
Is it multiple cages? Or are we talking about the cage?
The
cage.
cage.
The cage.
well, I mean, we're talking about Lucifer
Mm-hmm.
and Adam.
And Adam. Correct.
Okay, well, I
ding,
knew
ding,
that.
ding, 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 ding.
Yay, winning. I'm so excited.
Yay.
When is Adam going to make his appearance? God, I've just been waiting and waiting
Well,
and
I
waiting.
don't know because I'm behind now because my husband hasn't been watching the show. and
Yeah,
I
that guy
feel
sounds like a
watching the
real jerk.
show. Yeah,
okay.
terrible.
I'm behind on, like, everything.
That is your trivia, and this is the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast brought to you by Party Play Indy. Now, they're at Stadium Tavern, which is an awesome place downtown Indianapolis,
Yes, it
every
is.
Wednesday and every Friday night. Wednesdays at 7 because we like to go to bed early on the weeknights.
That is true.
And then Fridays at 9 because we like to party. All right? They know what they're doing over here, and it's a good time. You can win prizes. It doesn't cost anything to play. Sometimes you show up for trivia, and they're like, give us your money if you want to play. No, this is just free fun.
How rude
Absolutely.
is
Free fun.
And they're fantastic people.
Just like the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast, where the fun is free.
And so are the sound effects.
Yeah. Woo-hoo, wow, wee-oo, wee-oo, wow, 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 wow.